Never underestimate the power of a falling wedge in technical analysis. This is what today's video is gonna show you. Behind the trade here, welcome back to my channel. If you enjoyed this video and my other videos, please do not forget to subscribe by clicking the button at the bottom right part of the screen. This video is subtitled in more than 10 languages, and as usual, these are not financial advices. These are just personal opinions, as I'm not a financial advisor. So let's go into it and let's see what can we expect in the short term as also in the medium long term. So first of all, for those of you who watched my latest update, and I'm not making daily updates because I'm making updates only when I consider the price action as relevant, okay? So whenever you see a video of mine coming out, it means that we have a strong signal to consider. Now, if we go to the 4-hour chart, and for those, as I said, who watched my recent videos, I warned that we had this support line here that I'm doing now in red, okay, which was connecting this low and this low here, and I said, guys, expect a retracement down to this support line, and this is what we got on February 14th. Now the price bounced back from here, and where is it headed now? Let's look into it. So let's look at the very short term target. First of all, we have to say that if we look at the daily chart, we see that we had, volumes were pretty much higher than average yesterday, and this is a great sign. More than the 18% that we saw, but we had huge volumes, okay? Above average, okay, not huge, but still relevant, okay? So the first short-term target, in my opinion, and this does not mean that we're going there today or tomorrow, we might go, okay? But in the short term, we need to reach this moving average here, which is the 50 moving average in the daily chart, at 285. So once the price decided that the 21 moving average, so this one here, was overcome and was well tested, and the price stayed above it for a couple of sessions, not consecutive, but still couple of sessions. Now the price needs to test the 50 moving average, which is at 285. So this is where I would expect the price to reach at least. Okay, but as I said in my previous video, if we measure the height of this wedge here, okay, so this wedge here, we see that the height, if we project the height from the point where the breakout happened, let's say here, okay, we have the target at 450, around 450, okay, so 450 is medium term target. In order to reach this 450, guys, we will need to break this huge resistance line in black. This one here. We need to break this in order to reach the 450. So what I would expect the price to do is to dance still inside this wedge. I don't know with which movement, but then I would expect a touch of this resistance, as I said many times previously, and an attack to the 450. Okay, now can we exclude a pullback to go back to the 225? Let's see. So at 225, let's say exactly at 228, we left a gap here in the 4-hour chart. Okay, now the gaps are not every time covered, but the experience tells me that this gap should be ideally considered as relevant. So it is possible that the price might decide to test this lower level here again. I don't know exactly when, but for sure, and this is a very important consideration in a long-term investment, the first technical target is 455. And before that, we need to go to the 285. So this means, guys, that whether we retest this level in the next session and we go back higher, or what might happen also, but I don't know what's gonna happen, is that we might go up and test this resistance line here, even break it, and then we can have a pullback which will bring us back to this 228 area and then go ahead. We don't know, but for medium long-term investors, we do not have to care, okay? We do not have to care. I want also to have a look at the daily chart. Okay, let's look at the daily chart and let's look at the RSI. So the relative strength index is gaining momentum. Okay, it's heading upward. So we have momentum here. Let's look at the weekly chart. The weekly chart is showing the relative strength index, which is coming back from oversold territory. It means that the price, the share price is, and let's say the power, the strength of the buyer is now regaining a bit of momentum, and it's going, the RSI is going out from the oversold territory. This is very, very important. Now, if we look at the candlestick, patterns, we see that in the week of January 31st, with this candle here, we had this indecision candle, this doji candle, which is indicating, in my opinion, a long-term reversal. So this candle here, plus the RSI coming back from the oversold territory, plus if we go to the daily chart, okay, the price that is staying well above the 21 moving average and which is added to the 50 moving average, and the RSI in the daily that is gaining momentum, all these are signs to me that the stock is in a very good shape. Okay, so let's look now at the broader picture. So let's look at the weekly chart, broader picture. For those of you who wants to have a long-term view, we have to break here. Okay, and in my opinion, we can do this by middle of March. This is possible. This is my personal opinion, but this is highly possible. Okay, so let's look at what's happening. Keep in mind that the volumes after this increase in volume here, which indicates that there is a buyer pressure here, the volume decreased in all this falling wedge formation. So I will expect an increase in weekly volumes as soon as we will approach this resistance line here. So guys, I wish you a great trading week, and I really hope you enjoyed this video and you can get some interesting insights from it. Thank you very much and have a great day.